Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I think you all should mute yourself, all of you all. I'm getting echoes, so please mute yourself. Wait a minute. Somebody has unmuted themselves. I'm getting echoes.
No, ma'am, we are not getting.
Okay, I'll log in again. I'll just log in again and
No, ma'am, keep
check
your
because I'm
cell
getting
phone.
echoes.
Ma'am, keep your cell phone away from the laptop.
Yeah. Yes, yes. My voice is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the day 5 of our Python workshop, and we'll be covering up the topics programs of while loop, programs for loop, tuples, and sets. Okay. Last time we are done with while loop, so we have a few programs that were left. I'll just give you the output. You have to print something like this, in which initially there are 10 stars printed, then 9, 8, and so on till 1. I had asked you all that we'll do this particular program. So let's come to our atom. All are with me? All have opened the atom editor?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll start doing the programs simultaneously. Okay. So let's see how we're going to print the output. In this case, we'll start with with the while loop. As our previous thing was a while loop, you're going to start with the while loop. I'll I is equal to 10 because we are initializing with 10. Then j is equals to 10. Okay. While we are going to give the condition because we want to see that the things are printed in the first, there has to be 10 stars, then 9, and so on. Okay. So we are starting with a while loop. While I is greater than 0, then this will be a nested while. As we were seeing last time, the program for nested while, this will be a nested while. So when you write a while program, below this, you just have to be some space inside, and then you're going to print j is equals to I. Fine. After that, again a while loop. This will be a nested while, as I told you, because there are rows and columns that have to be printed. In this, we are going to give the condition for j is greater than 0. Fine. And there has to be a colon over here. Please do not forget colon. Please type the programs along with me. So you have j greater than 0. Then you're going to write print. Okay. Now you have to print the star. So I'm printing the star here, comma. I have told you there has to be an n equals to space given. If you remember, I have told this because this will give the next element beside the first star. Then you're going to write j is equals to j plus 1. We are going to increment the value of j. Okay. Then this was for the inner loop. That means this will be executed 10 times initially as I equals to j. This will be taking initially 10 value. Then it will go on decrementing. This has to be decremented, j minus 1. So it will take 10, 9, so on, and it will go on proceeding. Fine. So this will be your inner loop that will be working. Now, as I have always told you, that you cannot keep this in the same indentation with while, because indentation lets you know that whether a particular thing is a part of a loop. So this print has to be inside, indicating that it is a part of the previous while loop. Fine. Then you have, along with this, you're going to print new line. Fine. You're going to give the new line because as soon as first 10 are printed, first 10 stars are printed, it will go to the next line. So it has to be print new line. Then you're going to give I equals to I minus 1. Okay. So this is the code that you're going to run. Clear to everyone? Now let's execute the code. I have done the code already. It's Python 1 dash with ls. I will come to know. Okay. 1 dash star dot py. So the program is Python 1 dash while. Okay. Dot py. So you can see the output that I'm getting is initially 10, then 9, and so on. All are with me? All have done the program along with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Please, those who are diploma student also, they also try to cope up with me. I'm going to go a bit slow so that we cover up now properly everything that we are doing. Fine. This is the program. Initially, we have started with 10, and then we have gone on printing the elements. Okay. So 10 elements, then 9, so on. We have printed. Done. Everyone has done. They have written on the chat. Fine. Now let's go to the next program. I want the next program to be printed in this way. Initially 1 star printed and then last 10 star to be printed. In the previous case, it was 10 star printed at the top, then 9, 8, so on till 1. Now what I want you all to do is that first print 1 star, then 2, so on till 10 star. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just see that you print this particular output and let me know. Okay, done everyone? So let me see how many of you all, once you're done, just put it in chat box. Okay, many of you all are done. So let's see the program, how it is to be done. So if you come to this, initially we're going to start with 1. In the previous program, we were starting with 10 because we wanted 10 element to be printed initially. Now we are starting with 1. Fine. I is less than equals to 10. It is going to go on printing. So j equals to 1. If you're taking j equals to 1 and I is less than equals, j is less than equals to I, then you are printing the star. J equals to j plus 1. With this, you'll print the first element and so on. So let's execute the program and check. One star is printed, 2, so on, it will be printed. Yes. Anybody had any other logic apart from this? जिसका नहीं हुआ उनके लिए मैं स्क्रीन ओपन रखती हूँ. See, this is how we are going to proceed. We start with I equals to 1. Then we are going checking the condition for j is less than equals to I. Okay. And then printing the star and then incrementing the value of j. With this, initially 1 will be printed, say 1 star will be printed, since j will be equals to 1, which will be equals to I, and I was initially 1. And so on, we are going to proceed. So this is the example for your nested while loop, in which you can have rows and columns that can be defined. Yes, clear to everyone? Anybody any issue in this? I proceed further.
No issues.
If all are done, the next program that we have to take is that we have to print the sum of first 5 natural number. Now you have to use a for loop. Last time we have taken for loop also. In this case, we have to print the sum of the first 5 natural number using the for loop. अभी हमने जब for loop use किया था, so वहां पर पहले हमने list use किया था. Now we are going to use all the numbers in the range. So you can see here we are giving sum equals to 0. All of you pay attention. We are initializing the variable sum equals to 0. Okay. Then for values in range 1 to 6. Fine. So this will take 1 to 5 condition. It will be -1. Then sum is equal to sum plus val. Now val will take the value 1, 2, so on. Pay attention how we are proceeding. Value val variable will take the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will not take 6 because it is always one element less than that. Okay. Now sum is equal to sum plus val. And then we are printing the value of the whatever result we are getting. So here you can see I have used, last time I have told you there is some indexing used for print statement. So यहाँ पर मैंने zeroth लगाया है index और zero मतलब क्या, जो भी पहला element है वो लेगा. Correct. So it will be printing sum at 1 value, 2 value, 3 value, because val will be changing in the for loop, and for printing this val we are using the indexing here. So sum at 1, 2, 3 यहाँ पर आएगा, जो इसकी replace हो जाएंगी, इस particular val variable से value replace हो जाएगी, and then along with that it will be printing the sum. Then finally the final answer will be printed. So you can see here within for loop you have both of the statement which is indented towards the right side. That means spaces inside the for loop. And this print we are taking along with the for loop for printing the final results. Okay. Now let's see the output and then you all can execute the program. So I'm running the program, executing the program. Python space so you can see sum at 0 it is taking one value, sum at index 0 is taking 2, 3. This 0 is replaced by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And as I've told you, till 5 it will not take the sixth element. And then finally it's printing the final answer is this. Clear to everyone? All of you type this program and just message me on the chat box. All are done? Yes. Anybody having any issue in this? I'll proceed further. I'll proceed further. Now, yesterday, ma'am have taken the list data structure. As you can see, Python has different data structure. There are list, tuples, set, dictionaries. Fine. These are the major data structure that we will be talking about in Python. Ma'am have yesterday covered up list. Today we'll be talking about tuples and sets. Okay. Now, you can see list is a collection which is ordered and changeable. So list जो collection है जो ordered है यानी जिस order में तुम दिया है वो matter करता है उसमें and it can be changed. That means delete, update operation can be applied to list and it also allowed duplicate members. Duplicate entries are allowed in case of list. Whereas if you see tuples which is orders and unchangeable, that means tuple order जो देते हैं उसको वो priority रखती है उसके लिए, but it cannot be changed and it allows duplicate members. There are duplication that can occur. Let's talk about set. Set is an unordered and unindexed data structure. So they are unordered. So actually using set becomes a bit difficult, but then there are some importance of sets also we'll see in further session. But it does not allow duplication. Set does not allow duplication. Last data structure is dictionary, is a collection which is unordered, changeable and index. Okay, it is unordered, changeable and index and no duplicate members are there. Fine. Let's proceed. Yesterday you all have seen how lists have been written. So you can see there was some square bracket that were used. Okay. Now let's talk about tuples. In tuples, you will be having a round bracket that will identify at different as compared to list. Let's come for creating tuples. So you can see you can create tuples using this round bracket. And within the round bracket, if you have some words given, you can have double quotes, single quotes given in it, or you can directly write the numbers in this way. Fine. Here you can see even here we have written numbers. Okay. All tuples can be written within double quotes given in this way. So let's solve one. Let's do one practical for this for creating tuples. Okay. Now when we are creating an empty tuple, so you can just write empty tuple is equal to round bracket, which indicates that your empty tuple is being created. All are with me? So just type this and see. So you can see an empty tuple has been created. So how it is written? For creating an empty tuple, you just have to write empty is equal to round bracket, print empty tuple. With this, your empty tuple will be created. Fine. All of you, please do simultaneously with me. Okay, once this is done, let's proceed further. Now we can create a non-empty tuples also. So let's create a non-empty tuple. As I told you, there are methods to create a non-empty tuples. So I'm using the methods for creating the tuple. So here I'm writing tuple 1 is equal to physics, chemistry. Within single quotes I have written, and this I have given the numbers. Okay. So this is my tuple 1. Let's not take tuple 3 right now. And tuple 2 I have given number 1 to 7. Okay. For printing, I'm using printing the first element tuple as ma'am have taken yesterday also. For list, again there is an indexing from 0 onwards. Similar to that, tuple has indexing 0 and onwards. Okay. So when I am accessing the first element of my tuple, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Fine. So in first case, what I'm printing the 0th element of my tuple, that is physics. Now in tuple 2, I am taking the range 1 to 5. Similar to your list, it is going to work. So you can see the output that you will get will be, I haven't saved it. ओके तो देखो यहाँ पर आपका पहला एलिमेंट फिजिक्स आ गया, प्रिंटिंग दी फर्स्ट एलिमेंट. ओके, this was physics. Then tuples 1 to 5 need to be printed. So you can see over here it is taking 0th, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so it is taking the elements from 1 to 5, and here you can see the output you are getting 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear to everyone? Now you might be wondering, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it should print 6, isn't it? 6 as well. But as similar to your list, this will take 1 minus. That means 5 minus 1. So it will be printing till 5. Fine. So it will be 0, 1. 1 यानी 2 आ जाएगा. 3, 4. ये आपका ये फिफ्थ जो एलिमेंट है वो आपका फोर्थ एलिमेंट रहेगा और सिक्स एलिमेंट आपका फिफ्थ रहेगा. सो इट विल बी प्रिंटिंग 1 to 5 and you should get an output 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 elements you will be getting. People, I'm pausing a bit so that you can do along with me. If you're done, just enter in chat box done. Okay, all of you are, most of you are done. I can see in the chat box done. Okay. Okay. Let's proceed now. Concatenation of tuple. You can concatenate two tuples. Okay. So let's see the procedure to concatenate two tuples. Now in this case, if you see, to concatenate two tuple, I'll take the first tuple, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, you can take the elements. Initially we are taking now 0, 1, 2, 3, and tuple 2 is Python Greek. Okay, this is plus sign which can be used to concatenate the tuple. So you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, Python Greek, they both have come. So this is the way you can concatenate tuples. All are done. I'll proceed further now. How to access elements in tuple. So there are different methods by which we elements in tuple. So you can access tuple item by referring to index number inside the square bracket. Similar to the list, we have to give the index number within the square bracket. Also, negative indexing is there. That means that if you want to access the last element, so actually if there are thousands of entries, so you just cannot go on writing 1000 number within the square bracket. So what is there? There is something called as a negative indexing in this, in which you just give -1, which will starts from your right end. That means कि आपका जो टपल का एंड लिस्ट है वहां से वो स्टार्ट करेगा. तो यहाँ पर देखो एक एग्जांपल हम लोग लेते हैं कि कैसे करते हैं. So you can see this is a simple example of tuple, how to access a tuple. So this is this tuple. ठीक है, मैंने एंट्रीज डाली है कुछ यहाँ पर, आप सिंपल एंट्रीज डालो सो दैट इट बिकम्स फास्टर. सो ऐसे A, B, okay. If you go on giving the entries, now you can access the entries 2 to 5, which will give the elements. As we have done previously also, we can access the element in this particular way. Now let's see what a negative indexing is. As I was telling, there is something called as a negative indexing. So in this case, negative indexing means we can take the entries from the last element. So if I come here, and print in this way. So I can see -4 and -1. What this -1 will indicate is that ये जो m है, last वाला m, it will take that as -1 और उससे वो numbering start करेगा -2, -3, -4 and so on. So you can see if you can give the range in this way -4 colon -1. Now let's execute this program. Okay, so you can see in this case I'm getting from -4 to -1. Okay, so here you can see me, K and O. They have come. So here it is me, K, O. All are clear regarding this? So, this is called negative indexing, in which you can take the entries from the last elements that are there. Now let's see conversion of your tuples to list. As we have told that it is not possible for a tuple to update itself, isn't it? Because tuples are immutable. Immutable means that they cannot modify themselves or change themselves. They like in case of list, we can change, update, delete, do whatever operations are there on the list. But it is not possible in case of tuple. So whenever we are dealing with tuples, what we are going to do is that we are going to convert those particular tuples to list and then modify whatever you want to do and then again make a tuple out of it. Okay, so you can see here what I have done. I have taken few example in which there are apple, banana, cherry. Fine, I'm printing the tuple, then I'm converting into a list. As I have told you, we have to modify this. So you can see here the first element y of 1 is equal to kiwi. Okay, so I want to modify the first element. For that I have converted into list and then again converting that list to tuple. Okay, and then we are printing the elements. Fine, all are clear regarding this?
Excuse me, ma'am.
हमने पहले टपल को लिस्ट में कन्वर्ट किया, फिर लिस्ट को मॉडिफिकेशन किया और फिर कन्वर्ट किया उसको टपल में. Yes, execute the program and let me know what is the output for this.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is the use of that slash n? In second line, you have written print
स्लैश एन
tuple
इज फॉर
slash
न्यू लाइन. ये
of
जो है ना
that
न्यू
slash n.
लाइन के लिए रहता है, जैसे हमारे सी प्रोग्राम में न्यू लाइन रहती है ना, उसी की तरह ये स्लैश एन न्यू लाइन के लिए रहता है. और एंड और सिंगल कोट्स रहेगा, एंड इज इक्वल टू सिंगल कोट्स, वो तुम्हारा क्या टैब की तरह वर्क करेगा.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, execute the program and tell me what is the output that you're getting. Yes, I can see on the output screen somebody is writing absolutely correct. I want everyone to just execute and check it. Until unless you do it on yourself, you will not get hands on it.
नदाफ मैम, करण को अंदर आना है, मतलब मीटिंग में.
Yes.
मैम, करण को मीटिंग में आना है, करण को.
Karan wants to come. Gauri ma'am, please. Gauri ma'am is there?
हाँ मैडम कर रहा है वो
He will call.
वो लेट
हाँ,
जॉइन होते
कर
हैं
रहा
ना
है ना?
मैडम तो
ठीक.
प्रॉब्लम होता है फिर.
हाँ ना, वही तो ना. ठीक है. Okay,
वेट
people, see
करने दो
all.
उसको, वेट करने दो मैडम, वो अलाउ एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है रिक्वेस्ट, उसको वेट करने दो.
Okay, okay.
हाँ
People wait. He will be letting you inside.
ज्ञानेश्वरी स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग.
Okay, let's execute the program. As students have got it correctly, that it should replace the first element, that is banana, with kiwi. Okay, so you'll get an output something like this, जिसमें banana will be replaced by kiwi. Fine. So this is the method to update a tuple, because tuple itself, it is immutable, it cannot be changed, it needs to be converted into list, and then list need to be again converted to tuples. Okay. Now, how to check whether a particular element exists in list, in tuple. So you can see if this is our tuple and we have to check whether a particular item appears in the tuple, then you have, if within double quotes you can see the apple was given in this list. Similar to if condition we are giving, the only thing is that कि यहाँ पर हम लोग condition दे रहे हैं in वाली, which indicates that if apple is present in this tuple is this tuple, and a colon attached to it, and then you can print yes, apple is in the fruit tuple. तो ये तुम्हारा जो tuple है उसमें वो बताएगा कि whether particular elements exist in it or not. So there is an in method that is being used. Done, everyone? So let me proceed further. We are done with indexing, in which you can see from last element it will start. Okay, we can also give range to indexing like 1:5, or we can also give -4:-1. यानी हम लोग indexing दे सकते हैं हमारे tuples को और फिर access कर सकते हैं. Clear? Now tuple values cannot be changed by itself. We need to put it into the list and then change the values of the tuple and convert it to the list, then change the value, tuple converted to list converted to tuple. When it is converted to list, we are going to change the value and then convert it back into the tuples. For checking the item, there is an in condition that we give if, within if you have an in condition that gives whether an item exists in the tuple. Okay. Now let's proceed for updation of our tuples. So you can see we have seen if there are actually we cannot update this element. If you can see 1 2 को अगर मुझे update करना होगा तो वो possible नहीं रहेगा. क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि tuple immutable है. Okay. तो हम लोग उसको लिस्ट में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. लेकिन ऐसा हो सकता है कि दो टपल को मिला के हम लोग एक तीसरा टपल बना सकते हैं जो हमने प्रीवियसली देखा. सो यू कैन सी tuple 3 is equal to tuple 1 plus tuple 2. Here I have put some elements in your first tuple, put some element in the second tuple, and then we are creating a new element. So this is the way you can create a new element. Now for deleting a tuple, you have del tup. TUP stand for the tuple name that we are using. Okay. Can you just type this program? जिसमें हमने कुछ entries ली है, tuple को delete किया है. And tell me what will be the output for this. यहाँ पर after deleting, what it will be printing.
हेलो मैम. हेलो मैम.
हाँ
मैम.
हेलो.
हाँ, ये प्रोग्राम तो हो चुके हैं ना मैम.
डिलीट टपल.
हाँ, डिलीट
टपल्स
टपल
के नहीं हुए हैं. लिस्ट के हुए आपके प्रोग्राम्स. डिलीट टपल्स के नहीं हुए हैं.
अच्छा.
लिस्ट और टपल एक दो अलग चीजें हैं.
ओके ओके.
Okay. So what you're going to get? As I can see in the chat box, they are saying that it will tup is not defined. You can see some people are saying tup is not defined that you are getting. It will be like that only because you can see once your tuple has been deleted, the tuple does not exist, isn't it? So let's come here. Okay, so you should get something like this. Tup is not defined. After deleting the tuple, you cannot print the tuple because it will be deleted from your list. Okay, now come for loop you and tuples. You can use tuples within the for loop also. So here you can see I have defined a tuple with some values in it. Okay, I am using n equals to 5 and I am using a range I in range int of n. इसका मतलब आपका ये क्या करेगा, ये for loop 5 टाइम चलेगा. Okay, and within that you can see I am using tup is equals to tup comma. तो ये क्या करेगा, ये जो word है इसको एक बार इस tup में place करेगा. Okay, after that what it is going to do is that it is going to just go on taking the brackets and go on printing the elements 5 times. So you should get some output like this. Okay, so at last you will get an output in this way, in which there will be a tuple beside that there will be an opening and closing bracket that are there. So what is happening actually is that if you see in this case it is taking here the value of tuple, that is geek, and then placing over here, and then this opening and closing bracket are been repeated 5 number of times. So if you see the output over here, तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, उसने फर्स्ट टाइम जब i की वैल्यू 0 रहेगा तब उसकी रेंज 0 to 5 है और उसने ये एक बार प्रिंट कर लिया. दिस वाज एक्चुअली द टपल ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ब्रैकेट, एंड देन फर्स्ट टाइम द ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ब्रैकेट इट हैज टेकन फ्रॉम हियर आल्सो. तो ये वाला ब्रैकेट भी उसने लिया. Fine, and so on it will go on repeating 5 times and you should get an output something like this. So this is using tuples within the loops. Do the program. Once you're done, just put on the chat box. Kindly put in the chat box, people. I'll understand whether you all are done or not. Okay. Okay. Shall I proceed? देखो हैंड्स ऑन सेशन है, अगर आपको एग्जीक्यूशन में कुछ भी इशू आता है तो यू कैन आस्क अस बिकॉज दिस आर सिंपल प्रोग्राम्स दैट वी आर टेकिंग. Okay, let's proceed. Now the basic tuple operations. Tuple responds to plus and multiply operation much like a string. They mean concatenate at repetition. Okay, यानी हम लोग concatenate करते हैं, repeat कर सकते हैं string को. This can be done in case of just give me a minute. My headphone.
बोला ना.
Just a minute. I was checking my headphone.
हाँ. एक मिनट. हेलो मैम.
Okay, you all able to hear me?
मैम नॉइज बहुत आ रहा है आपका.
I'll just log out and I'll log in. Just give me a minute, okay? Okay, now I'm audible without echo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let's proceed now. Okay, we were talking about the different inbuilt elements that are in Python. So you can see there is a length in which we can find out the length. Then we can have concatenation that can be done. Okay. Then there is repetition. As you can see, high is repeated 4 times. Then you have membership, whether it is present, element is present or not in a tuple, and so on. Okay. So let's do some program based on this. All are able to see my screen, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's do simple operations of tuples. So you can see here we have created the tuple. X is equal to length of tuple will give me the length of a particular tuple. What is the length of the tuple? Okay. Similar to our list operation. I'm again saying list operation and tuple operation near about will be same. The only difference that will be there is that in list you can modify something, update, and so on. The operation that can be done within the list. Whereas in tuples, as it is immutable, you cannot update a particular element in a list. You cannot directly delete an element from the tuple. Okay. Whereas this can be done in case of your list. Rest all function is same. You can see we can find the length of the tuple using the length string. Now, if you have to find the maximum length of a string, you can see here, yesterday what you have done, you same thing you have done in case of list. Okay. So you have tuples defined over here. I have defined 2 tuple. Here is the 1 tuple. You can give within the round bracket. Another bracket has another tuple. Okay. With this, it will print the maximum from your tuple 1. Now this as you can see, these are letters. So it will naturally take alphabetically order, which is the हाईएस्ट एलिमेंट दैट मैक्स विल बी रिटर्न ओवर हियर. ओके. तो यहाँ पर जो भी हाईएस्ट रहेगा वो रिटर्न होगा. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे जो भी हाईएस्ट नंबर रहेगा वो रिटर्न होगा. In case of min tuple, from this particular list, whichever letter comes first, so that will be printed in case of minimum tuple. Similarly, second tuple का minimum जो भी number सबसे कम रहेगा वो print होगा. Now this was the example that I was showing for conversion of your list to tuple. So what I want you all to do right now is that just do simple program this max and min for finding the maximum of a tuple and minimum of tuple. Once you're done, just put it on the chat box that you all are done. You'll get the output like this. Python 8. अच्छा मुझे पहले आउटपुट आप लोग बताओ कि क्या आया है आप लोग का आउटपुट. इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम का आउटपुट क्या आ गया चैट बॉक्स में प्रिंट करो. I'm waiting for your answer, people. One of you at least can put the answer that you're getting. आंसर चैट बॉक्स में डालना. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर दैट. Okay, correct people have just typed the answer. Okay, so see, you will get the output somewhat like this. So you can see, minimum for maximum you have to get phy, and the length of the string is initially 4. Maximum is phy. Maximum value of the second tuple was 700. Minimum is b, because b is the initial letter. A b में first आता है, and similarly the minimum value will be 200. Okay, this is how you're going to proceed. So these are the basic operations of your tuples. Okay, now let's come to the next data structure, that is sets in Python. As I have told you, these all are data structures: list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Okay, the only thing is that in this case now set does not allow duplication. जो मैंने पहले स्लाइड में आपको बताया था, देखो कि duplication sets allowed नहीं करेगा, whereas in case of tuples you can have n number of duplication. In list you can have duplication. In sets you cannot have duplication, and it is an unordered collection of data type. इसका मतलब क्या कि उसका ऑर्डर कुछ स्पेसिफाइड नहीं होता है. ऐसे नहीं होगा कि एक बार आपका ये आउटपुट आया तो दूसरी बार वही आउटपुट आएगा. इट इज नॉट इन दैट वे, बिकॉज इट इज एन अनऑर्डर्ड कलेक्शन of data type that is iterable. Okay, now it is mutable. Mutable मतलब क्या कि उसमें changes तुम कर सकते हैं, whereas in tuples you cannot make any changes. List you can make changes. See, I'm telling you the difference how it is occurring. List में तुम changes कर सकते हो, tuple में changes नहीं कर सकते. सेट्स में फिर से चेंजेस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सेट में और तुम्हारे लिस्ट में क्या डिफरेंस है कि सेट में तुम लोग की जो रिपीटेड एलिमेंट है वो डिलीट हो जाते हैं, वेयरएज इन लिस्ट रिपीटेड एलिमेंट डिलीट नहीं होते, रिपीटेड एलिमेंट जैसे कि वैसे रहते हैं. ओके, अब इसमें क्या होता है सेट्स में, यहाँ पर डेटा ये टू स्टोर एन एलिमेंट दे आर गोइंग टू यूज एन हैश टेबल. So you can see the major advantage of using a set as opposed to list is that it has highly optimized method of checking whether a specific element is contained in the set. और ये जो मेथड है ये कौन सा मेथड यूज कर रहा है, हैश टेबल, क्योंकि हैशिंग ये हाईएस्ट लेवल रहता है स्टोरिंग का. और उसमें कैसे होता है, कोई भी एलिमेंट को तुम इजीली फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं वेयर इट इज बीन स्टोर्ड, इजंट इट? So it uses an hash table, whereas in case of list it will use a linear structure. अगर कोई एलिमेंट तुमको सर्च करना होगा तो लिस्ट में क्या करेगा, वो वन बाय वन लीनियर सर्च की तरह सर्च करते जाएगा, whereas in set it will go through hashing method because it knows that the elements are stored in an hash table. Okay, so here I have written a note: set are unordered, so you cannot be sure in which order the items will appear. Okay, now let's see the internal working of sets. We have told that it is using hash table. अब हैश टेबल में कैसे होता है कि ऐसे होगा कि मल्टीपल एंट्रीज भी आ रही रहेगी एक टेबल पे, इजंट इट? अगर मान लो यू हैव 20 mod 5, आंसर क्या आ रहा है आपका? आपका आंसर आ रहा है 4. इफ द सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग, say you have some element, again the value that you are getting is 4 itself. So इसका मतलब एक इंडेक्स पे आपके 2 एंट्रीज आ गए. अगर ये केस रहेगा तो हम लोग नॉर्मल डेटा स्ट्रक्चर में जैसा लिंक लिस्ट यूज करते हैं, यहां पर भी वो क्या करता है, लिंक लिस्ट की यूज करता है. फाइन. सो द सेट makes use of hash table. If there are multiple entries at a particular position, then it will form a linked list for the same. अब लिंक लिस्ट जो बी के स्टूडेंट है उनको क्लियर है, जो डिप्लोमा के स्टूडेंट है उनको थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया है व्हाट इज अ लिंक लिस्ट? A diploma student, can you just reply me so that I have an idea? People, you are able to hear me, na? ओके, यू ऑल हैव एन आइडिया, आई गेट ऑन चैट बॉक्स, फाइन। तो वो लिंक लिस्ट का यूज करके आपके सारे डेटा एलिमेंट स्टोर करता है। So you can see set is an unordered, list is an ordered list. Now set does not allow repetition, list allows repetition. Now we are comparing between list and set, इसीलिए क्योंकि इसमें भी मॉडिफिकेशन कर सकते हैं, लिस्ट में भी और सेट में भी, लेकिन आपको डिफरेंस कहाँ है वो समझना चाहिए, इसलिए मैंने कंपेयर लिस्ट और सेट में किया, टपल्स में नहीं किया। टपल का तो कोई यही नहीं है क्योंकि टपल में हम लोग मॉडिफिकेशन कर ही नहीं सकते। ओके, नाउ इट इज सेइंग दैट सेट हैज फास्टर मेंबरशिप टेस्ट। इसका मतलब कोई भी एलिमेंट सर्च करना सेट में काफी इजी जाता है एज कंपेयर टू लिस्ट, बिकॉज लिस्ट मेक्स यूज ऑफ अ सिक्वेंशियल सर्च या लीनियर सर्च में वो सर्च करते जाएगा, इसके लिए उसको ज्यादा टाइम लगता है। द टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीजेस इन केस ऑफ योर लिस्ट। नाउ देयर इज वन मोर कंसेप्ट कॉल्ड एज अ फ्रोजन सेट। नाउ फ्रोजन सेट इन आर इम्यूटेबल ऑब्जेक्ट दैट ओनली सपोर्ट मेथड्स एंड ऑपरेटर। ये पार्ट ऑफ सेट है, लेकिन इसमें क्या होता है कि जो भी तुम्हारा सेट है, जैसा टपल लिस्ट को फ्रीज कर सकता है ना, टपल्स के जो एलिमेंट्स है हम लोग चेंज नहीं कर सकते, वैसी तरह ये फ्रोजन सेट होता है, जो सेट के एलिमेंट है उसको वो क्या कर सकता है कि इम्यूटेबल बना देता है। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज अ फ्रोजन सेट। सो लेट्स सॉल्व फ्यू programs for this. So you can see over here the set can be used within double curly bracket. तो आप लोग ऐसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कि तो पता चल जाएगा कि ये सेट है, और यू कैन गिव this set name. Okay, यहाँ पे तुमने SET set दिखा है, so you can see it is appearing in blue color, so it's an inbuilt keyboard. So you can use it in this way with a round bracket and a square bracket along with that, and then print the set. Fine. This is the method that we can use for creation of the set. अब जब तुम सेट क्रिएट करोगे तो यहाँ पर ऐड भी करना। For first element there will be no issue. ये एक मेथड है, मैंने ये बताया आपको. This is an another method I am showing you. Now in this case, whenever you are inserting an element, say B. Now B will not be repeated. क्यों? क्योंकि सेट रिपीटेशन अलाउ नहीं करेगा। जैसे तुम दूसरा एलिमेंट एंटर करते हैं तो यहाँ पे दूसरा एलिमेंट एंटर हो जाएगा। Let's execute the program and see. Python 9 10. My set is not defined. Just give me a minute, okay, people? ओके, तो आप ये देख रहे हो यहाँ पर बी सी ए है। ओके, तो फर्स्ट जो तुमने प्रिंट किया ये तुम्हारे एलिमेंट बी सी ए बी सी। आई टोल्ड यू सेट विल नॉट कंसिडर इट्स एन अनऑर्डर्ड लिस्ट, वी डू नॉट नो इन विच सीक्वेंस इट विल appear. Okay, after that, after inserting B, so I'm writing inserting B. अब मैं इंसर्ट कर रही हूँ B को माई सेट में, एंड लेट्स सी वेदर देयर कैन बी एनी मॉडिफिकेशन। और यहाँ पर मैं इंसर्टिंग D करती हूँ। फाइन, so let's see this. So after inserting B, you can see there is no repetition of B that is occurring, whereas after insertion of D, an element D is have been inserted in the set. So please do this program. तो ये एक मेथड था, और अनदर मेथड आई हैव टोल्ड यू कैन गिव विद इन दी कर्ली ब्रैकेट, यानी जो भी तुम्हारा ये नेम है, से माय सेट 1 आप लिखते हो इक्वल्स टू विद इन द कर्ली ब्रैकेट आल्सो इफ यू मेंशन इट विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज अ सेट. So you can see somewhere they have used SET set words. Few times people have used in online also they have used curly bracket. It's well and fine. You can go for any of the thing. ओके, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द फ्रोजन सेट. आई हैव टोल्ड यू फ्रोजन सेट में हम लोग मॉडिफिकेशन नहीं कर सकते, इजंट इट? तो ये तुम्हारा नॉर्मल सेट हो गया जिसमें तुमने ए बी सी डाला है, ओके, और उसको प्रिंट किया है. Now in frozen set, you just have to, instead of this set, I'm going to use the word frozen set. With this frozen set, it will make this particular elements as frozen and will not allow any modification in a particular set. तो ये frozen inbuilt word रहता है जिसको use कर सकते हैं. So all are clear regarding frozen set? Just a frozen set word है that you need to add that will make the set as a frozen. Okay, now let's talk about the union of set in Python. Two set can be merged using union function or operator. तो ये दो ऑपरेटर से हम लोग एक तो यूनियन फंक्शन डायरेक्टली यूज कर सकते हैं या फिर ऑपरेटर यूज कर सकते हैं. ओके, बोथ हैश वैल्यूज आर एक्सेस एंड ट्रैवर्स्ड विद मर्ज ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म ऑन देम टू कंबाइन द एलिमेंट एट द सेम टाइम. Duplicates are being removed. So as you can see, the major thing is that we have to remove the duplication. So the time complexity is length of S1, complexity of length of S1 and length of S2. जहां पे S1 and S2 दो सेट है जिसका यूनियन कर रहे हैं. तो टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कितनी रहेगी? पहला सेट को क्लब किया, दूसरे सेट को क्लब किया, तो टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इसकी लेंथ 1 प्लस लेंथ 2 हो जाएगी. ओके, सो लेट्स डू द सिंपल ऑपरेशन ऑफ यूनियन ऑफ सेट्स. Okay, so you can see here we have taken some elements, people 1, people 2, people 3. Okay, I've just printed it for your understanding कि ये output है तुम्हारा. और union करने के लिए there is people 1 union people 2. With this your union operation will occur. Similar to this, you have this operator, union operator, which is pipeline. So this can be used to union a particular element. Can you just run this code? Okay, till the time others are doing the program, somebody had issue in frozen set, I think, because they have typed in the chat box. So देखो frozen set यानी क्या रहता है? जो तुम्हारा कोई सेट ऐसे रहेगा जिसको तुमको कभी भी मॉडिफिकेशन करना नहीं है. जैसे टपल्स हम किस लिए बना रहे हैं कि उसमें एलिमेंट्स हमको मॉडिफिकेशन डायरेक्ट ऑपरेशंस नहीं करने हैं. अगर उसको हम डायरेक्ट ऑपरेशन करेंगे तो वो लिस्ट बन जाएगा. तो इसी तरह फ्रोजन सेट भी रहता है. फ्रोजन सेट में क्या रहता है? जो रिपीटेड है, पहले एक तो चीज रहेगी सेट है, इसका मतलब रिपीटेड एलिमेंट्स तुम्हारे डिलीट हो जाएंगे, बराबर. और दूसरा क्या, उसमें अगर हमको मॉडिफिकेशन करना ही नहीं है कोई भी सेट में तो हम लोग फ्रोजन सेट यूज करेंगे. लाइफ लॉन्ग के लिए जैसा डेटा वेयर हाउसिंग के लिए हम लोग कुछ एलिमेंट्स स्टोर करके रख देते हैं, isn't it? And we don't want to modify it any time at any point of time. तो ये सब चीजों के लिए हम लोग फ्रोजन सेट यूज कर सकते हैं. लेकिन एग्जैक्टली डेटा वेयर हाउसिंग के लिए अभी फ्रोजन सेट नहीं यूज करेंगे क्योंकि सेट ऑपरेशन पे फिलहाल कॉन्कैटिनेशन वगैरह यूज कर सकते हैं हम लोग. So I'm just talking कि फ्रोजन सेट यानी एलिमेंट जिसको हम लोग सेट जिसको हमको मॉडिफिकेशन नहीं करना है उसको हम लोग फ्रोजन सेट बोलते हैं. और ओनली थिंग बिटवीन अ टपल एंड दिस फ्रोजन सेट विल बी, उन दोनों में मैचिंग क्या रहेगा कि दोनों को भी हम लोग मॉडिफाई नहीं कर सकते इन केस ऑफ टपल एंड फ्रोजन सेट. अब टपल के साथ में कौन रहता है? लिस्ट रहता है. और फ्रोजन सेट के साथ में कौन रहता है? सेट रहता है. गेटिंग इट? सेट मतलब कुछ भी ऑपरेशंस तुम लोग परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. All are done with this program? डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ फ्रोजन सेट मैंने बताया ना, अभी चैट बॉक्स में किसी ने डाला है डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ द फ्रोजन सेट. आई हैव टोल्ड यू ना, इट इज इन दिस वे. रेस्ट ऑल डू दिस प्रोग्राम यूनियन वाला. दोज हु हैविंग इशू ऑन फ्रोजन सेट, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, फ्रोजन सेट में हम लोग सिर्फ ऐसे फ्रोजन वर्ड यूज करते हैं. ओके, आई विल जस्ट रिमूव एवरीथिंग. तो यहाँ पे देखो ये एक वेरिएबल यूज किया हमने और इसके आगे फ्रोजन सेट डाला है. दिस फ्रोजन सेट इंडिकेट्स दैट ये जो भी आगे का सेट तुम्हारा बनेगा, ये फ्रोजन सेट नाम का जो सेट बना है ये सारा फ्रीज हो जाएगा और इसमें हम लोग कोई भी मॉडिफिकेशन नहीं कर पाएंगे. So this is the syntax when we write frozen set. This is an inbuilt. You can see it is appearing in blue color. So it is an inbuilt keyword that is there. Okay, I think union is done by everyone. Let's come to the next part, that is intersection. Now intersection यानी क्या? यहाँ पे इंटरसेक्शन बोल के इनबिल्ट फंक्शन होता है या फिर ये ऑपरेटर यूज करते हैं एम्परसेंड साइन वाला. ओके, नाउ दे आर सिमिलर टू इटरेशन ओवर एन हैश लिस्ट एंड कंबाइनिंग द सेम वैल्यू ऑन बोथ द टेबल्स. नाउ टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ दिस इज लेंथ 1 माइनस लेंथ 2. इसका टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऐसे होता है. ओके, एक्चुअली इंटरसेक्शन यानी क्या? एक एलिमेंट में एक एलिमेंट के सारे चीजें दूसरे एलिमेंट में प्रेजेंट है या नहीं. जैसे अगर सेट 1 में 1 2 3 है, अभी यहाँ पर अगर हम देखते हैं सेट 1 में 1 2 3 है और सेट 2 में आपका 3 2 4 है, तो इस सब में इंटरसेक्शन क्या हो गया? आपका कॉमन क्या हो गया? सो इफ यू रन दिस प्रोग्राम एंड सी, इट विल बी okay. Now 3 and 2 are common between this elements. So you can see यहाँ पे 3 कॉमन है इन एलिमेंट में, 2 कॉमन है यहाँ पर. तो इनका ये इंटरसेक्शन बन गया कि कौन सा एलिमेंट्स इनमें कॉमन है. और उसका ऑपरेटर क्या है? आइदर यू कैन यूज एन दिस ऑपरेटर एंड यहाँ पे लिखा है, or you can use set1 dot intersection set2. With this you will get the common element between both the elements, both these sets. Okay, let's talk about differences now. अगर आपके सेट 1 के ये एलिमेंट्स है और सेट 2 के 3 2 4 एलिमेंट है, अब डिफरेंस मतलब क्या कि इन दोनों में से कौन सा एलिमेंट फर्स्ट सेट में है. सो इफ कैन सी टू फाइंड द डिफरेंस इन बिटवीन सेट, सिमिलर टू फाइंड डिफरेंस इन लिंक्ड लिस्ट. दिस इज डन थ्रू डिफरेंस ऑपरेटर या फिर माइनस साइन. ये दोनों में से ये फाइंड आउट करते हैं. और इसकी टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कितनी होगी? S1 माइनस S2 इज लेंथ ऑफ S1. यानी टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी जब दो एलिमेंट S1 और S2 सेट का फाइंड कर रहे हैं तो वो लेंथ ऑफ S1 रहेगा. अगर मैंने सिमिलरली ऐसे किया S2 माइनस S1, S2 माइनस S1 अगर मैं करती हूं तो उसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी हो जाएगी आपकी लेंथ ऑफ S2. मतलब पहला एलिमेंट वो क्या करता है? दूसरे एलिमेंट के साथ कंपेयर करता है. So this is how you're going to proceed for finding the differences. So it is, as you can see, set1 dot difference set2, or you can give a minus operator which will let you know what are the differences between the element. अब देखो यहाँ पर जब हम प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, काइंडली सी द डिफरेंस दैट आई एम शोइंग. पहला एलिमेंट में 1 2 3 5 है, सेकेंड एलिमेंट में 3 2 4 है. ओके, नाउ दिस विल set1 dot difference will give the elements that are present in set1 and not present in S2. ओके, तो ये जो मैं हाईलाइट कर रही हूँ और ये तुम्हारा सेम रहेगा. whereas this set4 will be different as compared to set3. why it is different? So because you can see यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने क्या किया, set2 minus set1 दिया है. गेटिंग? तो जो भी एलिमेंट set2 में प्रेजेंट रहेंगे और set1 में नहीं रहेंगे वो यहाँ पर प्रिंट हो जाएंगे. So let's see the execution of this program. So it is Python. Okay, so you can see पहला वाला जो आपका डिफरेंस आ रहा है 1 5 है, बराबर 1 5. So let's come here. तो देखो 1 2 3 5 है, 1 2 3 5 में से कॉमन 2 3 है, ठीक है, बचा 1 and 5. ठीक है, सेट 2 में 1 और 5 नहीं है। वेरएज अगर तुम ये नीचे वाला कंसीडर करते हो, सेट 4 इज इक्वल टू सेट 2 माइनस सेट 1, तो ये क्या करेगा, इसको पहले लेगा, 3 2 4 को लेगा, और आंसर क्या प्रिंट करेगा कि 4 एलिमेंट सेट 1 में नहीं है। सो देयर इज अ डिफरेंस in the output that you are getting. For set 4 you're getting 4 as an output. For 3 you're getting an output of 1,5. यानी मैं इस चीज के बारे में बोल रही हूँ, सेट 3 का आउटपुट अलग रहेगा और सेट 4 का आउटपुट अलग रहेगा. Kindly do this program and check. Okay, all are done with this? Okay, now there are different operators of set. You can see equal to, not equal to, ये सभी में होते हैं operators, less than, equal to, greater than, and so on. This same operators will be used in case of your set and your frozen set. Now, how to clear an element in a set? If you see, you have a simple set and you print it. If you want to clear it, you're just going to write dot clear. With this, your content of your set will be cleared. Done, everyone? Now, what I want you all to do is that write a program to modify a set, and you should update it or add element. Initially, your set should be 1, 3. See, what I want you all to do is that write a program in which your initial set declaration should be equals to 1, 3. Okay. उसके बाद में उसमें add करो आप 2 element. Fine. Then add 3, 2. And I just want to see what is the output you are getting. कर पाएंगे ये? So how are you going to proceed in this? You're going to initially give, say, whatever it is your set, my set is equals to 1, 3. You can use it in this way, or you can just use my set is equal to set in round bracket and then square bracket. Okay. And then you're going to print, say, my set. Fine. Then what I told you, you need to add 2 into my set. Okay. So my set dot add 2. Okay. And then print my set. Okay. So let me save this. ओके तो आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे 1 2 3 आपका ऐड हो गया ठीक है now what I want you all to do is that again you're going to update it with 2 3 4 add multiple elements okay so you can have something called as update so you can have my set dot update fine and then you can give 2 3 4 okay so you can have n number of elements that can be given here and then print my set fine so let's execute this program fine so you can see you can use an update function also for the same all are doing the program along with me now if I want to discard one of the element okay अब मुझे कोई element को discard करना है तो मैं देखो कैसे लिखूंगी my set dot discard okay कोई element को अगर मुझे discard करना होगा so I'm going to write discard 4 and then I again print my set okay that is my set that I am printing it again so you can see I'll just write a comment over here after discarding. After discarding. ठीक है तो यहां पे देखो after discarding you can remove an element from your set. Similarly, if I want to remove an element, okay, so I have a function that will give me my set dot remove. With this, your element will be removed from your set. So let us say I'm removing 1 and I'm printing it again here. So after removing, people kindly do the program with me. So you can see after removing, you will get the set which is having the only 2 elements. Then all are doing with me. अब इसमें एक पॉप फंक्शन एक होता है पॉप फंक्शन क्या करता है जो भी तुम्हारा लास्ट एलिमेंट रहता है जैसे स्टैक रहता है उसमें क्या है कि तुम्हारा जो लास्ट एलिमेंट है उसको तुम रिमूव कर सकते हैं तो यहाँ पर सिमिलरली यहाँ पे पॉप ऑपरेशन रहता है इन केस ऑफ सेट यू कैन पॉप एन एलिमेंट फ्रॉम द सेट एंड देन प्रिंट अगेन आफ्टर पॉपिंग you can see you can pop an element from a set you'll get the last element that is here क्योंकि stack में हमेशा कैसे रहता है कि reverse order में store होता है तो this is your first element this is your second element and it can be after popping it will remove 3 from the element set I mean all are done with this then there are other Python methods that are there add clear copy difference update update, discard, intersection. These all are methods which are similar to your list that are there. Okay. So that's all from your tuples and your set. Now, only whenever you're using, please be sure when to use list, when to use tuples, and when to use set, when to use a frozen set. Dictionary I'll be taking on 7th. That time I'll let you know what is the difference between a dictionary. जैसे हम लोगों ने ये पहले जो, this is very important slide because with this slide you will come to know what need to be used when. Because many of you all are confused as per when to use a list, when to use a tuple, when to use set, frozen set, when to use a dictionary. So this slide is very much important because it says that list is a ordered or changeable है. Tuples क्या है? Ordered है लेकिन unchangeable है. ठीक है? और इसमें duplications रहते हैं. Sets कब use करना है तुमको? जब unordered रहेगा और अनइंडेक्सिंग रहेगा और जहां पे डुप्लीकेशन तुमको जरूरत नहीं है. और इसके साथ में आपको फ्रोजन सेट यूज कर सकते हैं. आप सेट के साथ में फ्रोजन सेट यूज कर सकते हैं. एंड डिक्शनरी क्या है? विच इज अनऑर्डर्ड, चेंजेबल एंड इंडेक्स विथ नो डुप्लीकेट मेंबर्स. फाइन. So this slide is very important. With this you come to know when to use which particular data structure. Fine. That's all from day 5 of Python programming. I think your doubts will be cleared. Is there any issue regarding this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. I exit the meeting then.
No, ma'am.
Thank
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.